here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? So many nights in tears.
I tend sometimes to forget about you and all the things that we've been through all the trials and tribulations. You still stay true, and sometimes I didn't give you the respect you was due, but I was your thug nigga, and you still was my boo. True love, it take time, and we made it this far. Can't let these complications break us apart. You feel me? Every relationship has its ups and downs. I don't even think I could breathe if you wasn't around. I know it seems like sometimes I don't be keeping it real. I find it hard to express how I feel. This shit'll make a nigga ill. These love games be taking the toll. Never meant a word that day I call you bitches and hoes. I lose control and jealousy, sometimes it explodes. You started packing my clothes, said you didn't want me no more. I be tripping sometimes, and my thoughts don't come out clear. I love you more than anything. Where do we go from here?
Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? So many nights in tears.
After the rain and everything that we've been through, I keep telling you I ain't like them chicks you used to. See, since day one, my nigga, it's been me and you. You should've known I was true when I got that tattoo. It's all for you, you feel me? I was trying to build a future for us, but it seems that you would rather fuss with me, sleepy than trust me. No head of time, I had your back through the thick and thin. Didn't want you hustle, so afraid one night you won't come in. My soul said cheers, but then tired of this ghetto pain. No more kids passing chalk out lines with crimson stains. Sick of the games and the women, you only get cheap thrills. But I go beyond physical, metaphysical chills. Who did you turn to, nigga, when everything else failed? Who did you call on, nigga, to come and post your bail? A bitch I may be, but that's because you constantly bring me opposition. I can't hold your position if you don't realize what you missing, so tell me
Where
well.
do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? So many nights in tears.
Need some time to ease my mind, so I sit back and reminisce about the bad times. Remember when you caught me with that chick? Ain't this a bitch? How you put my game on freeze? Swore you wouldn't leave, trying to get a nigga to see we was meant to be. And them hoes ain't down with me, they want my currency. Trying to come up off my cheese, I regret that. I don't see how I could neglect that, respect that. You always had a nigga back through the hard times. You told me keep these in mind. He might don't be there when I want, but he always on time. And I was fortunate to have a woman so strong. I know I'm off the wrong, and we just can't get along. I pray to God you find a way to somehow understand that I'm just a man, and I make mistakes that ain't planned. United we stand, and real love don't disappear. We need to get our shit together. Where do we go from here?
Where do we